welcome back to the Omaha Places podcast. We're your hosts. My name is Cahner, and I'm the founder of Omaha Places and 402 Social.
Hi, I'm also the co-host, and I'm your digital content coordinator for Omaha Places, Delaney.
It always trips me up when we
when I try to switch it up.
Yeah, switch up the intro of this.
See, I almost forgot my name that time.
I thought you were going to say that you were Cahner for a second.
I'm the co-host, the other one.
All right, we're just in a silly mood this morning.
Tell us where you've been, because you've been all over the place.
Yes, I had a crazy weekend. So I started at RAGBRAI and then ended up in Chicago. And then, so to backtrack a little bit, if you guys don't know what RAGBRAI is, I think it stands for Register's Annual Great Bicycle Ride Across Iowa, something like that.
I'm from Iowa, and I didn't even know that.
So wait, really?
It's just called RAGBRAI. We just all know what it is.
Yeah, I feel like everyone only knows it as RAGBRAI, but it is an acronym. But anyways, it is not a bike race. It's just a bike ride. You start on the Missouri River side of Iowa, so on the western side, and you ride your bike all the way to the Mississippi River. And the whole thing is like you dip your back tire in the Missouri River and then you dip your front tire in the Mississippi, which is kind of cute. But the route is different every single year and the elevation's different. So it's really cool because you get to see like different small towns in Iowa. So most people are camping every single night of this like 7-day ride. I only did 1 day this year. So we rode about, I think, 42 miles from Glenwood, Iowa to Red Oak, Iowa. And it was so much fun. We camped 2 nights. Red Oak is so cute. Like, I was very surprised. It reminded me of a little Stars Hollow, like from Gilmore Girls. Have you watched Gilmore Girls?
No, I haven't.
Have we?
But I'm familiar with Red Oak.
Yeah.
They're like 20 miles from my hometown, and they were our rivals in high school.
Oh. But yeah, it was so cute. I really want to go back to Red Oak when it's not RAGBRAI, because when RAGBRAI is happening, it's literally like 20,000 bikers just come into these like teeny tiny towns of like 1,000 people and we just completely take over. So it's a completely different experience than being there not during RAGBRAI.
It's so good for their businesses though.
Yes.
And they love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I kind of wish we would have done a couple more days too, because one of the towns, I can't remember the name of it, but had been hit really bad by a tornado. And it was this like whole thing on if they were going to still be able to host RAGBRAI, because it's like an entire production for these tiny towns. Like, all the people there can just like sell food like out in their front lawns and stuff, or like in the town square. And this one town, after being hit by the tornado, was still able to host it. And so that was a really cool thing, but we didn't get to go through that town, unfortunately. But yeah, we had a really good time. The weather was amazing, like perfect biking weather. The first day, or the day that we were riding, in the morning, it was like a little bit misty. And so the road was like a little slick coming into the town that we ate breakfast in. So maybe like the first 8 miles, I saw one person wipe out, which was really sad. Or we saw like I didn't actually see it happen, but we saw right after. But because it was like a downhill into this town, and so everyone's like going fast and the road is slick, but then you have to like stop when you hit the town, because like everybody is stopping and like walking in. So I think she was just braking too hard.
Yikes.
Yeah. But I think she was okay. But yeah, we had a really good time. And then we went straight from Red Oak to Chicago. I'm doing a triathlon in Chicago next month. So we went just to like practice swimming in Lake Michigan. So Chicago was really fun. I love Chicago so much.
How was your swim?
It was good. It was kind of funny because, I mean, I am very comfortable in the water. I grew up as a swimmer, but the Thursday before we left, we had also done a practice swim in Lake Cunningham, and because that was a practice for the Omaha Triathlon that also happened last weekend, but anybody could sign up for the swim. And Lake Cunningham is so dirty and gross. And so like you would put your face in the water and you literally can't see anything. And I was like, this is just kind of like weird, like obviously not fun to just know you're swimming in super dirty water. But when we were in Lake Michigan, it's obviously not clean, but it's like way cleaner than Lake Cunningham is, even though it's like 10 times the size. And I could see these like I couldn't fully see the bottom, but it was clear enough that you could see like shadows of things. But that was freaking me out so much because I was like, I don't know what this like dark shadow is that I'm swimming over. So I was like, I think I honestly prefer swimming in Lake Cunningham because when you can't see anything, you can't see like the scary shadows that are underneath you. So my friends were kind of laughing at me for that.
I think that would like keep me entertained and distract me from my swim, which would be a good thing.
Yes, that's exactly what my friend said. She was like, I like having stuff to look at. But I was like, that just freaks me out. Like, theoretically, I know there's no sharks in Lake Michigan, but every time I was like, oh my God, is that just going to like start moving? It could be like a gar
or something,
yeah.
Which is like, it's a pretty scary fish if you've seen a gar before.
Don't even tell me that.
Nose.
Oh my God.
I've seen them at the Ozarks a few times. But they're afraid of you. So
okay, that's good. I did see a bicycle down there. That was the only shape I could actually make out, and a long pole. The other shadows, couldn't tell you what they were. But overall, the swim was good. My friends ended up only swimming like half of the swim. I swam the whole thing. So it's like far out there. And I need to get new goggles. My goggles, I can't see anything out of them.
Do they get too foggy?
Not even foggy. I think I just like scratched them somehow. So even if they're like not foggy at all, like when I first put them on, I'm like, I can barely see out of these. So I need to get some new ones before race day. But overall, it was really good. We had gotten like a 24-hour unlimited pass on the bikes. They have like lift bikes there.
Oh, fun.
And there are so many cool bike trails around Chicago. Like there's the whole riverfront or lakefront trail, which is like 19 miles. And we were staying like really close to the lakefront since that's where we did our swim at. And so we would just like grab a bike from the little bike stations and like go ride down to the swim. And even like inside the city, there's tons of really nice bike lanes. So you guys know how I like my bikes. So we just rode around the city, had some good, well, I didn't actually have pizza. My friends went and got pizza, said it was really good. We got Mediterranean food, which was really good on a rooftop. So yeah, I call this my R&D for Omaha. Just seeing what other cities are doing with their restaurants and their bike lanes and everything. I'm like, I'm doing research.
Chicago's a little bit ahead on the bike lanes.
A little bit. But yeah, it was a really good trip overall. We had a lot of fun.
It's been a long time since I've been to Chicago. I think I was probably 13.
Oh gosh.
So I need to go revisit as an adult now.
It's like a really good weekend trip. I mean, it's a long drive, but it is drivable in a day, or a flight is like 40 minutes, I think. Like super
I'd probably just
easy.
fly, honestly.
Yeah. And it's super easy to get around public transportation. Like you don't need a car there. Honestly, it's probably easier not to have a car.
Because then you have to figure out where to put it and get stuck in traffic and stuff.
And summer there is beautiful. Like it's so nice to be able to like they have beaches right on the lake. And so you can like literally be at the beach and then you turn around and there's skyscrapers right behind you. Still. Yeah. And you're still in the Midwest. Yeah. So definitely recommend Chicago as a weekend trip.
A lot of my sorority sisters are from there. So
nice.
I hear all about the Chicago suburbs.
All right. Well, where have you been here in Omaha?
I went to the Lazy Buffalo with our colleague Haley.
Okay.
She was filming for the Blackstone District TikTok, and I was just filming for Omaha Places, so that's always fun to like team up and go places together.
Yeah.
But it's in the Blackstone District, connected to Scriptown Brewing.
Oh, in the old Momo.
I have no idea what used to be there, but it's just a little like just very slim, and then there's like a little walkway and it connects you to Scriptown.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
where
so nice.
the Kathmandu Momo station used to be.
Oh, well, perfect, because I'm going there today.
Wait, really?
To Cattle Call, which is connected to.
Oh, yes.
They connected to Cattle Call. So.
Okay, cool.
So I'll be able to tell you guys more about that next week.
Okay, but yeah, Lazy Buffalo.
That was super good. The barbecue, chef's kiss.
So is it just like ribs or like what kind of food do they have?
Well, he made us like a platter of different meats, so like pulled pork, and then I'm not really sure what all the meats were, because he's like, I have a platter for you, and we're like, okay, give us a platter of smoked meat.
Nice.
But yeah, and then he made deviled eggs, and I'm not a big deviled egg fan, but they like looked really cute.
Okay.
I didn't try those. I made Haley eat them.
Did she like them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're good. And it would be a good spot, like if you wanted to grab a brew from Scriptown and then pop over just as for like a little snack.
Yeah.
It'd be good for that.
That's what I was going to ask, is if you can like
walk
bring
between
food
the
into
places.
Scriptown too, because I know that they used to do that with when Momo's was there.
Yep.
Okay.
They're still doing that now because they just have 3 little stools in that little area.
It's really tiny.
So yeah, the tables and stuff in Scriptown you can use to go between both spaces.
Cool. What a fun addition to Blackstone.
Yeah, I know. It was exciting and it was really good. And he showed us where he smoked the meat, and I loved smoked meat.
Cool.
I like smoked mac and cheese too, but I didn't get a chance to look to see if they had that.
Oh, well,
So
we'll
next
have to
time.
go again and report back.
And then I went to Chalco Hills Recreation Area.
Yeah.
It's bigger than I thought, and there were so many people there the other day.
Really?
Yeah, everybody was walking, running, riding their bikes. I was like, this is great. A family went fishing.
Oh, cute.
I was like, cute. I was like, am I weird if I take videos of them? So I didn't. I got camera shy on the other end.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, filming shy.
But they have, I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget. They have 7 miles of trails. They have a dog park. They have just like a little cute playground. I think it's called Dom's or Dan's little playground area.
Yeah.
Super cute though. There were also children there, and I don't feel comfortable filming
kids.
children all the time, especially when they're picnicking.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll come back another time. Fishing is allowed. They have bike rentals.
Oh, that's cool.
Right when you park at the main entrance. And then they also, for the wintertime, have a designated sled hill.
Wait, that's so fun.
But the lake is so pretty, and it really
is.
cooled me off like last week when it was super hot.
Yeah. Did you like walk around at all? They have that like really long stretch that almost looks like it's on top of a dam or something, maybe, where you get like a really nice overview of the lake. Do you know what I'm
Yes,
talking about?
it was on the other side of the lake because what I found out was that there's so many entrances to that.
Yeah.
So I pulled into this one little drive and it was just gravelly. I was like, this isn't where I'm supposed to be. How do I get to the main entrance? So I think I'm going to have to like spend another day filming so I can get all of the elements of it. But it was a good little first stop.
First visit.
Yeah.
Did you see any wildlife?
I didn't.
Really?
Nothing.
That
A lot of people
surprises me.
see deer and stuff. And I did walk around the trails. But no.
Yeah, I
no
don't think I've
wildlife.
ever
Just
been
humans.
out. I guess technically we're
And
animals.
domestic dogs.
I don't think I've ever been out to Chalco without seeing a deer or a turkey or something. And like I have been out there a lot. One of my good friends lives like right across the street and I house sit for her a lot. So I'll just like go over there and every single time I see a deer or something.
Maybe I should go more at dusk because it was so hot. So I bet
Yeah.
everything was like hiding in the shade.
Probably. Well, cool. Yeah, we are. Well, obviously, Chalco is just like a good place to highlight in general, but we're really trying to make an effort to go to like different types of places and feature those on Omaha Places. One, because we have mentioned on this podcast before, we're redoing our website. And so part of that is like making sure we have content for all of these different categories that we want to put on the website. And I think it's just good to like, you know, we feature a lot of restaurants and events, which, you know, people like seeing that kind of stuff, but there's a lot to do in Omaha that we just like haven't featured yet. And we really haven't done that many like
Wildlife
like parks,
areas.
that type of thing. So I'm excited to see the video on that whenever we end up doing that.
I'm excited to travel around and find all these places and try and highlight all the elements of them.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to find the dog park.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, yeah. This is actually funny though, because like I know exactly where it is, but again, because I've like taken my friend's dog there before. So
so I don't know. It's just going to take extra time.
Yeah.
But sometimes it takes like 2 visits to really get the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like I have to go videotape that part of the trail you were talking about.
Yeah. I might have some content from that. I've done a lot of bike rides around Chalco because the friends that live out there are the same friends that I do RAGBRAI every year with. So
Fun.
we didn't really ride
that's what
around
I
there
was
this year.
thinking. I was like, I need to bring my bike out here.
Yeah.
Because it would help me get around it faster.
Oh yeah, just film on your bike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Because walking takes so long.
It does, especially if you're going like all 7 miles of this. Like that'd be a long.
I probably wouldn't
walk.
do that.
Yeah,
like I did in Fontenelle that one time. I told you guys about that. If you need a reminder, go back to episode 1.
That's a good story to like kick off the podcast with.
It was. I got lost in the forest.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay, anything else?
I think that's it. Let's hop into some follower questions.
Okay. We both only wrote down one question, but I remember a couple other ones that I'll add to this.
Ones.
Yeah, okay. I'm actually going to answer that one first. Yeah, for some reason, multiple people asked us about coffee places. I always wonder if people are like friends when randomly because we've never gotten a coffee question, I don't think, when I post that question box.
We had most unique coffee shops one time. And so I went in deep detail of all the unique coffee shops around Omaha.
Yeah, we got a couple of questions about just best coffee. Archetype definitely is the first one that comes to mind.
Hardy coffee.
You're partial to Hardy. Hardy is really good, actually.
And they have their own roast lab, which you can check out at Open Omaha.
Oh yeah,
it'll be open to the public for free.
We'll circle back to that one in like 10 minutes.
Yes.
But yeah, Archetype, Hardy. I really like Zen too. I think it also like people have different stories. Yeah, people have different like tastes when it comes to coffee. Yeah. Like if you are like a true, I don't want to say like coffee snob, like I don't know, like Archetype I know just has really good beans, like that the owner of Archetype I think won like 3rd place in the best barista in the world championship or something. He like traveled to Greece for this competition.
People do interesting things.
I know, right?
With those competitions. Like even bartenders do a lot of traveling to show off their skills.
Yeah, which I think is so cool. And it's just cool to like see somebody from Omaha get that type of recognition.
Right?
But yeah, Hardy, Stories and Zen both have really good like specialty seasonal drinks, which I think is really cool. Another one that I think is so underrated, I don't know why more people don't like this coffee shop, is Bad Seed. I mean,
I think I know, and it's because their syrups are limited. So if you really like more of a plain coffee, they're really great for that. Mm-hmm. But if you like your fancier like caramel syrup drinks, I don't think they have all of the syrups.
Got it. Okay, that would make sense.
And I think it goes with their mission is to like provide more of a natural thing.
Oh, interesting.
Less sugar situation.
Yeah.
Because I checked it out not too long ago. Or I have checked it out a few different times, but I'm like, I want a caramel latte. And they're like, we don't have that.
Okay, well that would make sense. But yeah, if you guys want like just a good cup of like classic coffee, try Bad Seed.
Maybe they don't do lattes. It's something. It's either the syrups or it's like the type of milks and how they do their milk.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's one of those things.
Well, you guys can go test it out for yourselves.
But it is fun because they have a plant shop connected to it. Mm-hmm. And take your plant if it needs repotted because they'll repot it for you.
Yeah, at Nudist. Mm-hmm. Yep, both some of our nudist. Both two of our favorite businesses. So yeah, I think those are my top coffee recommendations. Maybe also the Grind out in Elkhorn. That is really good coffee too.
And a nice little area to work.
Yes.
Or study or do whatever you're doing.
Yeah, it's very like homey in there, which we always like. But yeah. Okay, and then our questions that we actually wrote down. So somebody asked, good places for activities like pottery or painting. I feel like there's not as many as I would have liked to see in this category. Like I wrote down a handful, but I was like, I feel like there should be more. First one that obviously comes to mind is Hot Shops Art Center. That's located downtown in Millwork Commons. They have a ton of art classes, like both pottery classes that you can take, and they'll have like random other ones, like glass blowing. I think you can take a class in that, and like metal working. They just have a bunch of like random stuff there. They also have like open gallery nights every once in a while, or if you are like a more experienced artist and just need some studio space, you can just like rent out studio time. Lots of different things like that. Kimba's Touch Pottery in Elkhorn. They also have classes. That's like, you know, you're actually throwing pottery on the pottery wheel. There's Creative Culture downtown. They have a lot of different just like art projects. You have actually been there. I have not. Did they have a pottery wheel, or are you just like painting the pottery?
You just paint.
Okay.
Like different shapes. So they have like wooden shapes, like sometimes they're animals, sometimes they're like words, whatever. And you can choose what you want. They also have these packages of different crafts that you can make, like those crochet.
Or like macrame?
Yeah, thank you. Macrame, wall hangings, stuff like that.
Okay. So it's like a very wide variety of different art projects.
And all of it, when you buy like those packages, they have all of the stuff in it. So you could actually take it home and do it. You could do it there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it should have all of the supplies that you need inside of it.
Nice.
But while you're there, you might as well use some of their other fun resources like their paint and stuff.
And get a milkshake. They have like
and we should have included them on the ice cream post. I was just thinking that the other day.
Well, we can go add them to the blog post.
And insomnia.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to go update that.
Next time we'll include those.
And then the last one I wrote down, which I did not even know about this. I just was doing a Google search. 402 Arts Collective. They have locations in Benson, Lakeside Plaza, and Bellevue. And they had like painting lessons, drawing lessons, watercolor lessons, a bunch of different stuff.
This is so great because I've walked by it. It's right behind Hardy Coffee in Benson. Okay. And I've never understood what it was. Because some people, like I hear instruments coming out from the windows and lots of different things going on there. And I'm like, I don't know what exactly this is.
Yeah, we should reach out to them because you should look on their website too, because they had a lot of information on their website. And it looked like they just have kind of like a staff of instructors who kind of specialize in multiple different like arts, I guess. And you can just like sign up for whatever class you want and pick an instructor. And I don't know if they were like one-on-one classes or if they were doing group stuff, but yeah, if you guys want some arts experience.
I've been wanting to get into pottery. So.
Same. I keep saying, like, I actually tried to sign up for a hot shops class. I think it was this previous winter, but by the time I got on, it was booked already.
I bet they book up fast just because there's like such a need for it in Omaha.
Yeah, I feel like that could be an opportunity for someone else to open
a pottery specific place.
Agreed. Ooh, pottery and coffee. Would that go to, well, like, how are you going to drink your, actually, I don't know. It's just two things I like. So, like, someone should put them together.
You could either start with a coffee and watch your friends do pottery, and then you could switch places or something.
Yeah.
Maybe they can just be next door to each other.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. What question did you write down?
Wine place for a sister's night out.
That's cute.
I was like, I want to answer this. I've never had a sister, but if I did, I would take them to Idle Wine and Goods in Little Bow. I tried to think of every neighborhood that I could think of a wine for. La Bouvette and Chibo Vino in downtown. 1111 in Benson. Corkscrew Wine and Cheese in Rockbrook Village. And the winery in Clock Tower Village, which is right behind Westroads, if you're out that way.
I love that you did every neighborhood.
Tried to.
Yeah.
I was like...
Or like a variety of neighborhoods, not every neighborhood.
So that way you can go to any of these, which are all really cute. I've been to 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Wait, which one haven't you been to?
I have not been to Corkscrew yet. Oh. And I haven't been to La Bouvette.
Corkscrew also has a location in Blackstone too.
I knew that.
So... yeah, if you guys are interested. I've never
walked by it several times. The patio in the back, at least.
Yeah, I've been to their Blackstone location many times, but I've never been to their Rockbrook location. I should go check that out.
It does have a Rockbrook location, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
How like bad second guessing yourself now.
Did you have any other wine places you could think of?
There was one that is in Legacy, but I cannot remember the name of it. So,
okay. Well, we'll that in the notes, maybe.
Yeah, there's one, but there is one in Legacy. So if you guys are like out in that area,
But all these places are like smaller and more cutesy and just have intimate vibes. So if it's just like a little sisters get together, they'd be all really great for that.
Yeah.
And also the winery is a deli. So if you're hungry, you can get food.
Ooh, another one that is cute that's in the old market is Le Bouillon. That's a restaurant too, but they have like a little side area and I think a little market type thing. Like they have a really good selection of wine. So that would be another one.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah, I've gone there just for wine before. And Mon Cave, which is underneath. I think they have like all types of cocktails, but they would have wine there too. So
yeah, so many cute places to go.
And in the future, if you guys have questions, I post a question box on our Instagram story every Wednesday morning. I have been more consistent with that lately. I was kind of inconsistent with it at the beginning of this podcast, but every Wednesday morning, or if you like don't want to forget your question and don't want to wait until Wednesday, you can always DM us as well. And we do read all of our DMs. We don't always respond, but we do read them.
Sometimes, okay, there's a lot of people on the Omaha Places account. So like if I have someone I'm DMing with and Connor opens it, then Connor's like, okay, I'm going to leave it for Delaney to answer this. So marks it as unread. Yeah. And then I read it. I'm like, okay, I need a minute. So that's kind of how it goes. Yeah. So if we miss you, just DM us again.
Yeah. Well, and also if there's a question that you want us to answer on the podcast, maybe specifically say like, hey, I'd love to like hear this on the podcast, because sometimes people will just send us questions that could be searched like on our website or something. So that like we just can't always answer every single question that we get through DM. But if you guys are looking for like a specific place, like, oh, where is a good burger place or a good pizza place or whatever it is, there's a search bar on our website. You can literally just type in those keywords and it'll bring up all the posts that we have on our website that have those keywords in it, obviously.
And fun thing, if you just search like coffee in Omaha on TikTok or something, you'll probably find our video that includes all of those.
Yes, somebody had told me that that's how they find like TikToks of ours. I do put them in playlists, so you can always like go to the playlist on TikTok to find certain things. But yeah, someone told me that if they want like pizza places, they'll literally search on TikTok, pizza, Omaha Places, and then it'll like come up with basically just our videos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love
so that's another way that you can search our content as well. Okay, so let's move on to events. This is going to be events happening the weekend of August 1st through 4th. I cannot believe it is August already.
No, stop.
Oh my God. Okay.
But it is getting closer to fall, and I do love pumpkin.
Yeah,
everything.
But that means summer's over.
Summer's not over, I wouldn't say, until like mid-September.
Okay.
Maybe late September.
Okay.
We can just live in Delulu world. It'll be fine.
Okay. So yeah, weekend of August 1st through 4th. If you guys are listening to this after August 1st through 4th, you can just click next right now. And if you do want more events, we also have a video that goes out every Thursday morning and a newsletter that also goes out every Thursday morning. So you can go subscribe to that, get even more events. But the first one that I wrote down was the Santa Lucia Festival. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong.
Lucia?
Is it Lucia?
I have no idea.
Santa Lucia.
Lucia.
No? You guys know what we're talking about. That is the entire weekend, August 1st through 4th. There's going to be live music, cannoli eating contest. There are multiple different mass sessions. So if you guys want to go to mass, there's an arch lighting ceremony, which I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it just sounds kind of cool. And a bocce ball tournament. And this is happening in Little Italy on around 10th and William. I think it was the cannoli eating contest that happens on 10th and William. I'm not sure if the entire festival happens right there, but Little Italy is like a
pretty
block
small,
long.
yeah.
So
you'll be able to find it.
Yeah,
There'll be stuff going on and people there.
Yes. And I think that part of this festival is religion based, but not the entire festival. Like anybody can go down and take part. You don't have to go to the religious parts. So I just wanted to make a note of that, since I know we mentioned
it might just
mass.
Look cool to see like all of that stuff happen.
I think it is really cool. I mean, and it's like so unique. Like I don't know of any other like Italian type festival that happens in Omaha. They also have like a queen or something. It's like not like an official pageant, but I think there's been like a Little Italy
pageant
queen
sort of thing.
type thing. Yeah. So they're like, I think maybe choosing a new queen, something like that.
Fun.
So there's just going to be like fun festivities going on. It'd be a great family friendly activity to do this weekend. And it's happening for 4 days. So you guys got lots of options to go down and check it out.
We also have Open Omaha next weekend on August 3rd and 4th. It's free. And I've mentioned this a few times on the podcast, but it's an open house to over 70 local businesses, landmarks, sacred sites, creative spaces, and hidden gems around the city.
Did you write that?
No, I didn't. But that's crazy. I'm so excited. This includes places like the Bemis Center, the Blue Barn Theater, the Beth El Synagogue, which I've never been to, but I'm excited to check out. Culture House. I write about their events all the time. Never been there yet. The Downtown Omaha Oasis.
Oh,
have you heard of that?
I have. Okay. The only reason I know what this is because I drive down Leavenworth all the time. And when you get to the very end of Leavenworth, like right when you are coming up on 13th Street, so Leavenworth is one way. So like I never really see things that are kind of like facing the other way. But one day I just happened to kind of turn and I saw this giant palm tree on a rooftop and I was like, what the heck is that? So of course I had to like Google it real quick. And it's this like, I think this like guy who he also owns a haunted house somewhere downtown.
Cool.
And he just like made this little like rooftop on top of a building that he owned. It might be also like an Airbnb / event space. And he just put a bunch of palm trees up there and like kind of made it like Oasis vibes. So super random
but so super fun and interesting.
It is really interesting, but you like wouldn't ever really see it because you like kind of have to turn your head and like look the opposite direction on a one-way street, which we don't advise doing. But if you guys are,
if you're walking,
try it
then.
or if you're like crossing Leavenworth going like north or south, then maybe you would see it. But yeah, just palm trees.
Fun. But also the Joslyn Castle will be open, Hot Shops Art Center, which we were just talking about, and then the KIOS Omaha Public Radio
that's cool.
studio will be open. So check, there's tons more. I can't list all 70 plus of them, but it'll be so fun to check out. And I will be getting my wisdom teeth pulled next week.
Oh no.
On Friday. So on Saturday, I'll be walking around like a chipmunk. So
I love it.
If you see somebody who looks like that, it's probably me.
Yes, we will be attending Open Omaha. Yeah, I had gone a couple years ago and I went and visited one of the locations in Millwork Commons or like in the Ashton building. And it was like, I forget what business, but it was an office space like up on the 3rd or 4th floor of the Ashton building. And you can look up and you're like right underneath the water tower that says like Millwork Commons on it. And that was just so cool because it's like the water tower is sitting right, not on glass, but it's like a skylight right underneath it. So you can look up and see the water tower.
And I've seen some pictures of that and it did look so cool.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just a really cool event to see places in Omaha that normally might not be open to the public.
And explore places you haven't even heard about.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the list and I was like, wow, I need to go to so many of these different places.
And I believe there's an app, and even if you like don't download the app, if you go on their website, they will kind of like break out all of the locations into categories. So if you're really interested in history, they'll tell you all of the locations that, you know, would be good for like a history buff. Or if you're really interested in architecture or churches, they kind of like create itineraries based on interest, which I think is really cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So go check it out.
We need to use them to make a list of places we haven't been.
Oh my God. Honestly, we should.
That'd be fun.
Okay, we'll work on that.
We're gonna keep working toward giving you the best experience in Omaha.
Okay, the next event happening is Summer Saturdays at Heartwood Preserve. So this is that super new not subdivision, complex area, neighborhood, whatever you want to call it, on 144th and Dodge. It's on the south side of Dodge. And Summer Saturdays is a new thing that they're doing. It's happening every Saturday in August, and August 3rd is going to be the first one. It's completely free. They're going to have free movies, food trucks, games, live music. So the games, food trucks, and live music start at 5 p.m. and then the movie will start at 8:30ish or dusk. There's
Dusk.
that movie starts at dusk again that we went on a rant about last month. And so this first movie, they're showing Kung Fu Panda. And then the rest of the month, they're going to be showing Jurassic Park, Arthur the King, which I've never heard of that movie, Parent Trap, and Elf. So that'll be just a fun event in this brand new complex.
What is with these Christmas movies in
I don't
summertime?
know.
Reserve that for winter.
I was actually kind of wondering that. You can't, because I know some people will do like Christmas in July or something, but
Which makes sense
this
for
is at the
families
end of August.
who only get together in summer.
That's true.
But the zoo last week for you guys is doing their Christmas in July,
Yeah.
which I think is a fundraiser for a lot of the animals and things that the animals need, which is
That's
great.
cool. Yeah.
But I think I'm going to that.
Nice.
And I'm
That'd be so
excited to see
fun.
how decorated it is because I would like it to
Yeah.
be less decorated because I'm not ready for Christmas.
Yeah. So yeah, go check out Summer Saturdays at Heartwood Preserve.
And I
then-
think we're going to that, aren't we?
yes, we are. Oh yes.
So we'll
yeah,
be able
will
to tell you
there.
guys about it.
Yeah. One of us. I'm not sure which one of us is going yet.
But we'll be able to tell you guys about it if you want to see how it goes first.
Yeah. Yeah. We will be making a video for the second, third, and fourth ones. So anyways, you had one more event.
Omaha Blues Fest is called In the Market for Blues, and it's August 3rd. It features over 35 bands at over 10 venues.
Cool.
Which is crazy, and they've grown since last year. I think this is their second year doing it.
Okay.
And it's 12 hours long of entertainment
gosh.
all around Omaha.
Wow.
But the entertainment will be at Jean Leahy Mall, Jewel, Beer Can Alley, Harney Street Tavern, Holland Music Club, and so many other places.
Wow.
Tickets for this event are $35, but if you want VIP, I think it's like $85.
Okay.
And yeah, be a fun thing to check out if you love music
Yeah.
and love the blues.
I was gonna say that is like not a bad ticket price for like that many venues
Right.
and 12 hours of music.
12 hours.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're actually playing 12 hours.
Well, it's probably like if there's that many different venues, they probably are just like switch off venues. Kind of like a
Right.
music festival, how there's like different stages and there's always someone playing
Right.
on each stage.
Yeah. It
So-
should be cool. And even if you're walking around downtown, you should be able to hear a little bit of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if all of these venues are going to be closed to the public.
It's a good question.
We don't know.
Get tickets and find out.
Yeah. That's cool. I feel like maybe I'll look
Omaha
into going
loves
to
the
that.
blues. And they
Yeah.
also have a calendar on the Blues Fest website of all of the blues that play throughout the week. So that includes Jazz on the Green, which is free on Thursdays, and some other cool spots.
Is this the same group that puts on Jazz on the Green?
I think
Or are they
Omaha
like-
Performing Arts puts on Jazz on the Green.
Oh, but they just like include those other
This is
events.
like a nonprofit organization,
Oh, cool. Okay.
and they just love the blues. It's all volunteer based.
Oh, cool. I love that. Cool. Well, there's lots of fun stuff happening.
In Omaha, per
Yeah.
usual.
Yeah, per usual. All right. Anything else to add
I
this
think
week?
that's it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Omaha Places podcast. We'll see you next week.
See ya.